I'm Ryan from ExtremeTerrain.com, and this is my review and installation of the RedRock 4x4 rock crawler rear bumper fitting all 2007 and up JKs. Today we're going to talk through the installation of this bumper, which is a very simple 1 out of 3 wrench install. You'll be able to get this bolted up to your JK in about an hour, but we'll talk more about the installation in just a minute. We're also going to talk through the construction and a few of the features of this bumper. This bumper is going to be for those of you who are looking for a mostly aesthetic mod. You want to change up the rear bumper on your JK, but you don't need or want the features offered by an off-road specific plate steel bumper that is going to be more expensive than this. This steel bumper is going to offer a little bit more protection to the tub than that factory plastic bumper will, but you're not going to get a lot of the other off-road features that a plate steel bumper would provide you. You're not going to have a tire mount, you're not going to have D-ring mounts, you're not going to have reverse lights. So this is again going to be a mostly aesthetic mod that will offer a little bit more protection. If you like the look of this bumper, I think this is a really nice way to go. I think this is a very well-built bumper of a more modern twist on the tubular bumper, but again, you have to know right out the gate that you're not going to get a lot of those off-road features. RedRock 4x4 also offers a front version of this rock crawler bumper, so you can really complete that more modern tubular bumper look all the way around your JK. Now, I say more modern tubular bumper look because if you think of a more traditional tubular bumper, either on a TJ or even the ones that are available for your JK, you're probably thinking a larger tube, maybe 2 tubes that run straight across the back of the Jeep. This again is a little bit of a different spin on that. These are 2-inch tubes. There are multiple tubes. It does have this drop down in the middle to allow you to fit your factory size spare tire. This does wrap around a little bit onto the side of the tub, which again will offer a little bit more protection. I keep saying this isn't necessarily an off-road bumper, but even in the case where you're getting a door ding, you're getting indoor fender bender, shopping carts rolling into your Jeep, these corners are going to hold up better than the plastic ones. This is 2-inch, 0.12-inch wall thickness, heavy-duty steel. And everything is covered in that textured black powder coat finish that you're used to seeing with your aftermarket parts. It's going to match those factory plastic black accents on your JK and also a lot of the other aftermarket pieces you might purchase for your Jeep. Now, even though this doesn't have D-ring mounts, it does have a 2-inch receiver in the center of it that can be used for recoveries off-road or accessories on-road like a bike rack. Swapping out the rear bumper on your JK is going to be a very simple process, and getting this bolted up is a 1 out of 3 wrench install that shouldn't take you more than an hour. All you're going to need to do is first remove your factory rear bumper, which you'll do by removing the bolts that go into the rear cross member, as well as the ones that go through the L brackets into the frame rails. Once those 6 bolts are removed, you can simply remove the whole rear bumper and go ahead and bolt on your new one. Now, if you do have a factory hitch on your JK or even an aftermarket hitch that bolts directly onto that cross member, you will have to remove that because this does have the receiver built into it, and of course they occupy the same space. Also, if from the factory you have a tow hook on the driver's side rear frame rail, you're also going to have to remove that. But again, that's something you're going to have to remove with most aftermarket bumpers just because of the way that these install. After those pieces are removed, if you have them, simply slide these brackets onto the inside of the frame rails and go ahead and use the included hardware to bolt this up. Again, very, very simple. You can get this bolted up in about an hour with traditional hand tools in your driveway. This bumper comes in at right around $320, and I think this is a very well-built bumper. You can spend around $50 more and get an off-road rear bumper that will have more of those off-road ready features. However, if you don't need them, if you don't want them, if you like the look of this and you have the budget for it, I think this is a well-built version of this more modern tubular bumper that's going to fit well and going to be an easy install. So if you like the style of this RedRock 4x4 rock crawler bumper, whether you're running it alone or with the matching front version, I think this is going to be a pretty fairly priced and really well-built addition to your JK. So that's my review of the RedRock 4x4 rock crawler rear bumper fitting all 2007 and up JKs that you can find right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.